Hi guys, I'm Seb and I'm back for the second shortcast of the day. This one is our review request from Airborne on Game Replays, which is playing as yeye3 on this game as the Wehrmacht player. I will unpause because I have plenty of time to talk. I'm at 5 seconds and I will unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. So he asked me a review for this game. It was from WmDTrainz this holiday. I've been in this tourney too. I lost in finals against them. So he asked me a review of his play as Wehrmacht, so I will on this one really focus on the Wehrmacht player and not much on the American. So yeah, that is said. But since there's not much happening in the start of the game, I can also talk about the American. He's going for 2 engineers and barracks. I don't really, on this map, as I said on the previous shortcast, and since the big map, lots of points to cap, I think I will still go for the 4 engineers rifleman start because there's so much to cap around. It definitely gives a huge advantage to have those extra engineers to cap. Simply as that. So, and it's one of the map, I will still go for the 4 engineers. Anyway, Volks, Grenadier being produced, very Wehrmacht. Yeah, at this point in the game, I mean, you could get almost anything, Volks, MG. It's up to your preference. So I don't really have anything bad or good to say about the capping. I think it's nice capping too. He's going for the furthest point with the engineers. I think he tried some cap working there, but it didn't roll that well. Not sure. Anyway, it's nice to go for the furthest point first while there's absolutely no contest from the opponent, and then link the cutoff with the second unit. This way you easily have that point secured. This one is really the standard capping. And he's keeping engineers and Volks together. That's nice. You always want to do that because that prevents American player to go close range and force you to retreat, because with Volks and Pioneer you can kill the rifleman at close range. So yeah, it's good. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to expand that far with the Pioneer, because I mean you'll take so much time to cap this fuel, and the American will have I mean you will be able to cut off so easily. I'm not sure if it's really worth the time spent doing that. I think I would rather go for those munitions. I mean, there's 15 munitions to grab there and there and near your base, so I would go for the safe munition instead of the high fuel, but I don't know. The American player is trying to flank, so I guess that capping in this time it's okay. Once the rifleman was suppressed, you could have changed target. Not suppressed but pinned, you could have changed target with the machine gun. If you keep just one Pioneer in cover firing at the rifleman, it will stay suppressed or pinned, and you can easily change target with the machine gun. It's not really bad since you didn't lose any men, and the American made a nice bad flank and lost so much manpower already, so it's kind of nice for the Wehrmacht. Since you forced a massive retreat like that, you should be in mind, that's good, obviously, and also maybe you could be extending, yeah, I mean whatever, a bit on the map, like, I don't know, taking that strong house maybe. Your floating resources, I hope you get sniper from the Wehrmacht, yeah, quarters. So yes, I said you just spent so much time to cap this and you're just being cut off, so if you went for the safe points, they're easily protected, might be better. Sure, you're preventing the American player to have that much fuel, but I don't know. I'm not really happy about it. Those riflemen, those Volks, I'm not sure what they were trying to do out of cover against that rifleman. They should be firing. I mean, I don't know. You could bring in the machine gun, and then maybe you could be flanked. So you're not completely wrong to be careful, but I mean, whatever, just don't fight rifleman with Volks alone when you could just fire with 2 Volks. And I'm not sure what these Volks are doing alone. I mean, that's the best way to get completely forced retreat. You don't want, as Wehrmacht, to send units alone like that. because the rifleman can just close range, come with the flamethrower, you'll have to retreat because you have absolutely nothing to prevent that. You need to keep the two Volks together, or I mean at least a sniper or machine gun or something to protect, because you will lose so much manpower. You should be retreating anyway, and it's really bad because now you have one less unit on the field and he can quite easily flank you. It was a bad sending the Volks alone like that. Those pioneers are not doing anything, they should get out of there. I'm not sure why I let him cap that much no fuel. Yeah, so on this map, the American can have so much resources, almost uncontested. There's still a cutoff there. This one is also kind of a cutoff point. If you look at this, you can cut off that area. I made it myself exactly on that purpose. When we improved a bit the map with the last patch. Also we moved that point a bit because it was under the machine gun fire. What else did you do? I think I redesigned a bit that area to allow the bike or jeep to go there. I moved a bit the fuel point also. I think I put some place for the buoy to put HQ there, I think, or there. I moved some trees, and also we've changed the munition. The ammunition was in that position. It was impossible for the other player to prevent the northern player had so much more resources. I'm not sure why you retreat that machine gun. You had lots of mine to protect it. That retreat make absolutely no sense. You could have prevented that rifleman easily. I'm not sure why you retreat the pioneers. And you might lose one Volks. I don't know, that's kind of sad you retreat all of those units because you put so much nice mines. The American player made a completely full retreat, and you could have been capping this point, you could have put mines there, capping this, capping, extending to the middle point. You could have done so much, and instead of that you've been retreating and won't actually capitalize on it. Yeah, back to the map discussion. Yeah, we also, the northern player had so much more munitions that we decided, and I actually did it myself, to put ammunition points there, which was a cutoff point before. There was 10 munitions from for the north player that we removed completely. I mean, yeah, we put it there kind of. And I think, yeah, also that fuel, for some reason there was the munitions preventing the fuel to be connected from that cutoff. That has been changed. Also, yeah, this one here, it has been changed a bit to make actually this fuel a cutoff point for that munition, if this one is also removed. We don't see that much in the games, but it's always a nice opportunity. So yeah, the map got lots of oh yeah, also this point, it was there, and under the protection of MG it has been moved there. So we made lots of nice change, I think, to the map. So now the map is a bit more competitive. It's still not the best possible map because the Wehrmacht players, or it can be the American, but the player in the south of the base of the map is kind of, yeah, not in the center, kind of blocked on that corner. So it's still not the best possible map, but yeah. So the Wehrmacht player, yeah, as I said, the American made really lots of bad flanking and bad losing of manpower. So the Wehrmacht could be in a really huge and nice position. I'm not sure why you're fighting there without cover against the rifleman. That's kind of bad. You should be focus firing that squad, I guess. Well, or even the other if you want, but you should be focus firing squads, because it will force a retreat. You might even finish a full squad, and instead you still have both squad fighting you. Once again, bad play from American, really making flanks for nothing, losing too much manpower. When he's making massive retreat like that, you could have such strong advantage over the map, and that's actually easily noticeable at the resource you have. You have so much manpower at that point. You should get, if you're going for heavy infantry spam, veteran seek and craft center, you could get an half track to be able to reinforce. I mean, if you had an half track there and machine gun and those Volks and stuff, you could basically stay there. The American would flank, you could retreat, you could not retreat, you could fight and just reinforce near the track without retreating, and then you take that cutoff and the American player is completely locked on his base with no resources. So you could do that quite easily with an half track. You floated lots of resources before getting that second grenadier. I don't really understand. That mine might be in a bit too defensive position. You should also be aggressing more with Minesweeper. Always, I'm not saying that because there's mine now, but in any case, always go with a Minesweeper when you go on that area of the map. I mean, that's like the most obvious place in almost any map except in the center of Angloville to put mines. So always go there with Minesweeper. You could cut off the American and put some pressure on the victory point. You could, I'm not sure, could always put some wires to prevent that point, but since it was engineers, wires not really useful. I feel, yeah, you really have such a great advantage. So much resource, the American wasted so much resource on manpower, I mean, that you could have almost already won the game by going for the cutoff. This cutoff point munition, it's a munition point, but it's a cutoff point, cutting off all that side of the map. Push for that one. Yeah, I think you could have maybe have gone for second sniper when you saw the bar, just getting more snipers and kill ever more infantry. You're actually having the advantage on every single fight since the start of this game, and for some reason you absolutely didn't capitalize on that because you let your opponent have all of his resources, I mean intact since the start, kind of. So yeah, I want to be doing that. Getting a pack, it's kind of really bad. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to counter with the pack. You already have grenadiers and missile first strike. You already have mines, so you are protected from an impact rush, so you don't need the pack in prevention. So the pack is with sort of the resource you had. You didn't have nicked the pack at any point in the game. You could have just gone for the tier 3 and spamming Stug. I think in almost every of my casts, I guess I tell the Wehrmacht player to spam Stug, and yeah, I really think sometimes the pack is required. But most of the time, especially when you have the advantage, the pack is really not the good option. I mean, that infantry can kill the pack anyway, and it's only an 80 dedicated stuff. The Stug, it can kill infantry, it can prevent tanks to kill you, it can kill the sniper, it really forces your opponent to get more different kind of counters like AT-gun. I'm not even sure why you're letting him cap all of those points with the army you have. You could completely easily prevent that capping. I'm not sure if you're underrating your army or something, but you really had such a great advantage since the start of the game. You should not underrate your army. You should be well aware of what you have and what you kill to your opponent. I mean, so much actually. And you didn't retreat much, so you have such a great advantage in resource in everything. That you could have easily won that game. Get one more sniper for the manpower loss to your opponent, then get tier 3, start getting tanks to force the opponent to get 80 instead of only anti-infantry. I think you're being careful with the sniper, which is kind of nice if you're expecting counter sniper, I don't know. But this shouldn't have been happening. You should have kept those points. You should have put a huge pressure on your opponent. You're finally taking up. I hope you will stay in the tier 3 and not going tier 4. Why? Because tier 3 units are just as good as tier 4 units, and it costs less and it costs much earlier in the game, so the impact is greater. So there's absolutely, except in some very rare games, like when there's no rifleman and no tank, then maybe going tier 4 for the Knight Ross might be good, because with sort of nice riflemen and bars and tanks, the Knight Ross can really decimate the American player. But in almost any other game, getting Stug is preferable to getting any tier 4 unit. There's also the Nebel in the tier 3, which is completely huge against AT-gun and static position and infantry. There's the Puma if you can get one. 2 hours. The American, you have that machine gun sitting there, not doing anything since the start of the game. You're fighting like with half of your army. Nice focus firing to finish the flamero squad. I've seen that, it was nice. Nice focus firing, yeah. You should be moving the sniper without cloaking if you are safe position. But yeah, I guess there's man protecting, so you don't really need to get away. But anyway, yeah, I was talking about that machine gun not firing for almost the whole game, so it's like you're fighting with one less unit. You could prevent that once again with just a bit more aggressive machine gun and infantry play. You're floating so much resources, see that? That's really bad. You have completely, I mean really completely decimating your opponent in every possible fight since the start of this game. There's not a single one fight that didn't go at your advantage, and you didn't get anything out of it. You didn't completely cap the map, you didn't put pressure on your opponent, you didn't, like, yeah, you didn't do anything out of it. You let him just get the map, you let him cap this right in front of you. You're now ever letting him get enough resources for tank. You could have, at this time in the game, with the resource you had, I think you could have at least 2 or 3 Stug in the field, and the opponent would be dead. It's not the case. I'm not sure if there's, once again, go with Minesweeper in that area. I'm not sure, I don't know, I might be going forward for the sake of the time of everyone, because there's not much. I already told lots of points, lots of bad points this game. Wants to improve. You also did nice thing. Actually, you played very well since you won every fight, so you played really, really well. But you really didn't use that advantage for you, so that's sad. Yeah, I'm just going forward to spare the time of everyone. I think I already gave lots of points to improve for you, so there's no point in dragging this in the ultra long run. Still, that pack you got, that absolutely made no purpose. It's really, we've been fighting with Alpha for your army all the time. Machine gun, not firing the pack for nothing. Still floating so much resources. That's really get the protection building as soon as you can, and just completely overrun your opponent when you have the advantage. And here we see, and this I will slow down and get for the American. I already told that in almost all of my previous casts, but I will repeat once again. When you're waiting for the counter snipe, and the counter snipe doesn't come, you're just wasting a sniper for just as much time as you waited. When you're not managed to get the counter snipe and you don't fire your sniper, the opponent can use his sniper just as before, and it can completely continue to kill your infantry, and you do nothing in change. You got a sniper which made absolutely nothing, and you're floating 1000 manpower. That's really not good. I mean, you couldn't play worse than that at this point. That game should be won since I'm 15 minutes. In 15 minutes you could have won completely. At you any unit at the time more than that pack, that Shamran would be dead already. I mean, yeah, I'll go really faster because it doesn't really have much value to drag this long. So yeah, what I was yeah, the sniper, yeah, I made my point, I think, with the sniper. Don't wait for the counter snipe if you cannot do it. Just use your snipers, make the casualties you need, and be in a fair manpower trade with the opponent. Just don't wait for the counter snipe. If it's never coming, you're just wasting resources, spending sniper, just wasting time, just everything. So there's 2 snipers now. That may be a little hard to counter, 2 snipers and a Sherman, but you have so much resources. That's really crazy. Really crazy. And getting a Panther, I don't get that. Just for 1 Sherman. I would seriously get like 2 or 3 Panzer IVs. Panzer IV. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's no S at the end of Panzer IVs. When there's more than 1, I don't know. Anyway, I would get more than 1 of those tanks instead of only 1 Panther. And because Panther is not a good counter to infantry, Panzer IV is nice to against everything. You've ever been forced to get Shreks because of that? I'm still that back. It's really over getting a gun. I don't know, kind of strange, and getting all of that map lost. It seems like you're, I don't know, you're playing completely against. You're playing nicely the fight and completely wrong the map control, and yeah, you're really not managing correctly the map and the advantage you have. You're not bad since you're winning nicely the fight, so if you improve those few points, you might really become a good player since you're winning those fights. So maybe the American player has been kind of bad in this one, I don't know. It kind of wasted resource in every possible flank he made. I'm pretty sure you will also listen to this shortcast, so yeah, if you're listening to WmDTrainz, just improve your flanks, don't do flanks when you cannot win them. I don't know, be careful to mines, focus fire, be more nice, retreat for the sniper when you see the plane. Some might say it was lucky, but you're forcing your luck. I mean, luck is not coming from nowhere. If you're retreating, you're giving a huge accuracy bonus to save your sniper. I don't like the Austrian and the Panther. I think it would have been better to get 2 Panzer IV, because Panzer IV will be good against anything anywhere on the map, and now you have to be careful to always have the Panther against the Sherman, have the Austrian against the infantry, and if the American player is playing better than you, it will force you otherwise, which means you will have the Sherman against the Austrian and the infantry against the Panther, and might kill you. It would be just more safe, I think, the Panzer IV. You let him get so much combined arms at that point that the American player would kind of almost deserve to win, because you kind of let him win, so he will deserve it. Not because he actually granted it by himself, but because you let him, which is also a valid reason to win, obviously. Maybe not as what's the word for that? I mean, you won't be that much proud of it. You see just your opponent throwing it away, but it's still a valid reason to win a game, obviously. Here we go, a bit faster. Kind of stalemate at that point. Nice counter snipe. Those 2 snipers who just killed you afterwards. Not sure why you're rushing. I guess you were rushing for the sniper. You don't want to be rushing against riflemen in cover, and even not to kill a sniper. And you still are floating so much resource. I mean, it's crazy. Just use your resource, guys, please. Just do it for me, for you, for the guys watching the game. Just spend your resource as soon as you can on useful units. Yeah, just do that, please. You could afford 2 snipers and easily counter snipe, kill the yeye gun with 2 snipers, then send the tanks in and stuff like that. You could spend resource and I don't know, maybe. Well, if you're at T3, I would really say get Neighborware first to kill the yeye guns and the snipers. Since you're tier 2, you could also get a mortar actually. Put the mortar behind a building and you can drop. I mean, there's really American players telling you, so indirect fire units are really good. So every mortar at that point, you can never get 2 mortars. I don't know, be crazy. You should spend that manpower in something. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go faster at this point. Should be retreating that squad. I see no way you can save it from veteran C2 riflemen at close range. Obvious grenades from both players. Guys, don't throw grenades that obvious. Just keep them for when it's actually worth it. Though with veterancy crit might change that fight actually. So my win, I don't know, no, you got lucky crit, forced retreat. And American nicely creeping you. If you had indirect fire units, you could prevent that, but you does not. You have the pack since like the start of the game. You have that pack, and you are not ever using it. Surprisingly, should be using that pack to at least prevent the Sherman from killing you. Yeah, still don't know. Yeah, finally pack's moving. Could move it. We saw the cloak ability to move faster and take just cloak before the first shot to still get the bonus. Austrian got on mines. I'm not sure if the American player saw it because he could be sending the Sherman to finish that Austrian, and you're losing lots of quad. I think you're going like, I think yeah, it's that time in the game. You're thinking, I cannot let him that happening. You're just going kind of crazy. Of the sniper firing at you, American kind of coming back. So you get crazy, you kind of forget you're losing squad. I'm not sure why the American player didn't focus fire the strike grenadier squad with the sniper. He could have finished the full squad. I guess he was not paying attention. But yeah, you've been losing so much units and resource since the start of this game. That's crazy. Not resource, I mean map since the start, and you're losing resource only since the end of the game because, I don't know, because maybe you have so much of them that you don't mind losing them, I don't know. And yeah, definitely the American player didn't see that was twin, or he would have gone for the kill much earlier than that. I'll go a bit faster because there's nothing happening, and I don't really have much more to say. You're really being so passive with your units. Victory point are kind of fair, so I don't know where you wanted to go with the Austrians. I mean, you should at least have sent a counter to protect it, or I don't know. Yeah, Austrian is down. Pack still being useless. Those guys are being picked by snipers, losing manpower. And not sure how you managed to get that Panther to so low health. I guess it was the Yeti gun? I don't know. The pack, I think there's a shoot blocking that little hill. I'm for sure, actually I'm sure about it because I worked on that also when I changed a bit the map. I mean, I didn't work on it, but I saw it. There's a shoot blocker all around that stuff, so you cannot shot over it actually. Yeah, what else? Well, you're being really crazy with your units. I'm not ever sure why you're using King Tiger by showing your rear armor. Even rear armor, the Sherman didn't penetrate. That's kind of funny, but that's not how you want to use a King Tiger. Don't send a King Tiger alone against in the middle of the American army if you don't ever have the rest of your army to help it. I don't understand that King Tiger at all. I mean, yeah, it could be drawing attention from the Yeti gun and the Shermans, but then at least bring in that pack. I mean, you could finish that Sherman easily. Bring in the infantry to finish the Sherman, bring in the Panther, everything. I'm really surprised by what I'm seeing in this game. It's like every player is doing like every possible mistake and still not paying off for the other player. It's kind of surprising. Strafe to protect, I guess, Sherman. I don't know. That King Tiger 3 in a position I would have never expected the King Tiger to ever be. It's crazy, really crazy. And it's fun because it's actually working. I don't get that. American players seemed so well and still managing to throw away the stuff. The 280 guns, riflemen, 3 tanks, snipers. That Tiger should have been sticky bombed and killed by the Yeti gun quite easily. And instead it's not happening. I guess it's the power of the veteran C3. I mean, still have so much manpower. American players like losing so much manpower. It's crazy. That pack still, please guys, please dude, use that pack. Use it. Why did you ever get it in the first place? I think yeah, you finally killed that one shaman maybe, but you could be killing this one too. You could. That's crazy. That machine gun, 5 kills. The machine gun still 5 kills since I think it was 10 minutes in the game. Much too passive machine gun. At least yeah, I can grant this to you. You're keeping the squad nicely alive, but I don't know. It's kind of. Yeah, sorry for the little break without speaking. So, yeah, the American player is kind of throwing away the advantage he had. Roma player, I don't know, it's really strange. I think it's been a bit messy at this point. Both players losing units, throwing units in for trying to kill. I think the Wehrmacht player is really going crazy about the snipers and finally got one killed. Might get the second kill, but machine gun is down. King Tiger still alive and didn't get sticky. It's nice. From Wehrmacht, I guess. I don't know, it was the most crazy Tiger I've ever seen. Should be careful to those Airborne, because they might finish it. You should be getting repair bunker thing at that point. Sniper's veteran C3, so you cannot kill it anymore by chasing enough infantry, so just drop that ID, retreat. I don't know. Could have, yeah, you could have used the Panzer Shrek and attack move, or even the Panther to finish the AT gun. You should have attack move with the Panther to finish the AT gun. What else? I guess I don't know. Yeah, I told so much already. You could also use attack move to finish the AT gun. Yeah, nice. This one should be dead, sadly. And that sniper is making you crazy, but seriously, not sure why you ever trying to run over veteran C3 snipers infantry. There's no way that's going to work. You need to get either bike and hope for the bike to actually kill the sniper, or get counter snipe, or just get tanks, and sniper is no counter to EV tank, so it's also an option, obviously. Yeah, you should get repair bunkers, I thought 2 of them, because otherwise you'll spend so much time to repair all of those tanks. I didn't tell it earlier, but actually as soon as you got that, not this one but the other twin, I think you should have gone for at least 1 repair bunker. You could also maybe have put back the medic bunker when it has been killed. I would be really careful if I was you with those pioneers. They have so much sense to die on the retreat. I would not cap that point with them, because they, I mean, I could bet they will die on retreat. The sniper could one shot, and then there could be a rifleman. That rifleman could, if they're playing correctly, could finish focus fire. I mean, if he stops working focus fire, it will be dead instantly. Yeah, pioneer's dead on top. Yeah, it's something you did nice. I didn't actually told it because it was nice, so I didn't really pay attention to it. You get veteran C1 for the tank as soon as you got the first tank, which is something I always advise to do. So that was a nice. It was a long time ago, and I just thought about it now. So yeah, it was a nice move from you. Nicely did that. American player not paying attention to that sniper. It's crazy. You should be finishing that AT gun, and maybe if a Panzer Frost from the Volks could, I think, finish it. I guess. I'll go a bit faster. So yeah, it's taking so long to repair the King Tiger. I just set up a repair bunker with all two of them. Firestorm. I guess you're using it on that, or maybe there. Yeah. American players really wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure if it was worth it or not. I think it might have been better used against AT guns, and this would let your tanks to actually rush in. You did not really need to cover that fuel since you have so much of them. The American player has resource drop, so he's so probably floating so much fuel. Either, yeah, you ever got supply yard too. That's a nice move. I would have said otherwise. He should be getting it. Yeah, I think maybe first arm on AT gun instead, because then you can rush in with your tanks. And the snipers are really a pain for you. If you continue with the infantry spam, I guess, I don't know, at least try to overrun the AT gun with the infantry so you can send a tank in afterwards. Don't try to kill the snipers with the AT gun. The infantry makes not much sense. I think there's only one AT gun at that point, and you could definitely, with King Tiger, Panther and Ostwin, completely overrun one AT gun and kill it. Basically, at that point in the game, you just need to break the opponent by one way or another, and I think the best way would be to break him in anti-tank. I mean, if you break his anti-tank defense, then you can easily break everything else with the tanks you have. You could also do otherwise, like break the infantry, and yeah, no, I was going to say the same. Yeah, actually, it's the best way is to break the anti-tank and then send the tank in. There's no really way to break the anti-infantry. I don't know. And since you runs in, since there's two snipers, not that tough, so probably not. Why did you use Inspired Assault at that point? I assume it was a mistake, because I see absolutely no reason to have been using it. Maybe you wanted to force retreat, which would have been nice, and you misclicked, so that's kind of unfortunate. Don't misclick. In the future, try to avoid misclicking. Yeah, it's kind of sad that there's no shortcut to actually click on those icons. I don't know why they didn't think about that when they made the game. But yeah, there is not, so just click correctly. This game is getting a bit long for me. I guess it's exciting game, but I'm not really the kind of making exciting shortcasts, so I don't know. It's a bit long. So you nicely decrude the AT guns with the Volks there, and you can easily, you should send the tanks ever more in, and use a tech move to finish the AT guns. You really need to finish them. You could have done sometimes early, and you have the command points for V1. I think you should be going. I mean, you could draw the V1 on the Tri Center and the supply yard, and the American player would be forced to retreat. I mean, it's a nice way. I mean, to use munitions, because it forces the opponent to those buildings. He has to have them. If he doesn't, he's really behind. So you want to kill them. And for 150 munition, it's definitely worth it in manpower if you can kill both of them at the same time. I would not try the V1 in moving units right in the center of the field. Definitely not. And finally, Nycross. That might be working because he has no Sherman left. So that's actually maybe the only one unit with which I would advise you could actually try to chase the snipers. But I would at least get two of them then, not just one. You could also just overrun the AT guns. Still the same thing. over and over. I mean, use Firestorm to kill an AT gun, then send the tank in and just finish the game. You have much stronger army. If you kill the AT gun, then you will be ending up with a much stronger army than your opponent. Yeah, nice, that's what you need to do. I might be moving it on time though, I'm not sure. The best tips to use Firestorm against AT gun or Refer artillery is to wait the AT gun to actually reset up. So when the AT gun is moving and then is setting up, just use the artillery at that time, because then it won't have time to, I mean, pack up and move away on time. So should be doing that like that instead. I guess there's a machine gun there. I don't see it, but yeah, I guess. American player lost an infantry there, not paying attention, kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure what you're doing there. I guess you want to put victory point for sure. Should be using medic healing pack, because they're cheap to heal, but they cost a lot to reinforce. You don't want to lose men eitherly, so just heal this medic pack when you can. This game is really crazy now. Still those snipers being, I'm not sure, yeah, crazy amount of kills. You really let that sniper live and didn't counter it correctly. Just let that sniper shot and kill your infantry. You really could have overrun him easily with a superior tank army instead of doing this with infantry. It wasn't machine guns with riflemen, it was Nightcross, my win then. I'm not sure, because it just changed building. And strafe to prevent the victory point, so it looks like the American is going for victory point win if he can. And Airborne finishing the Panther finally. And I'm afraid it's the end of the game because of the victory points. Still had the nice army, but he didn't really use it very well. There it is. It was him. It was not GG actually, it was just a little bit of chat. Well, yeah, I'll make the conclusion already. You got a nice early game, winning every fight. You didn't capitalize on it very well. You floated too much manpower and fuel. You could have gone for much more units much earlier, putting a much higher pressure on the opponent. I think the taking, I would have gone for tier 3 after the tier 2, or could have ever skipped it when you saw the bar. Maybe you saw it a bit too late, I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, making a Stug army or something and just overrun the opponent. You could also, yeah, go for the cutoff much more when you win big fights and you force full retreats. You can put mines, as you nicely did. You can go cap the map and cut off the opponent. Then yeah, also that pack wasn't really well got at the right time. What else? I think, yeah, I'm not really able to remember everything because the game was long, but if you listen to the broadcast, I think I gave a lot of points to improve. A lot of, yeah, other stuff you did nice too, so keep doing them. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the shortcast. For the players on the game, I hope the commands will have been useful. Yeah, I'll just leave it to that. It has been kind of exhausting me because I just casted 2 long games in a row. So thanks for watching, and yeah, have a nice day, and I see you. Goodbye.